YouTube? What's up, guys? Let's find some plays. So what do we have tomorrow, bro? Fucking Warriors getting smoked. Oh my gosh. That was crazy, man. Minus 140 favorites. So tomorrow, you know, we got Heat 76ers, and then we got Hawks Bulls. But anyways, we had a win on Fliff. I've said this a bunch of times, but all the live stream plays, you'll see they're tracked in the description on YouTube, the sheet in the description. What book do people want to start on? It looks like there's some good value on FanDuel. You know, kind of actually a bunch of books. So should we start out on PrizePicks? I mean, honestly, like if you use FanDuel, again, some of these books are super janky when I'm streaming. I don't know. They just like don't verify my fucking location when I have OBS running. Like you can see right here on Dabble. I don't know. They're just like janky. But regardless, if you look at FanDuel, a lot of times there's really good value early. So like, for example, Dane Dunning under 4.5 strikeouts. FanDuel has his under at plus 102. If you use FanDuel, I mean, we can find this bet real quick. So what do we have? We got Dane Dunning. This game's early. So that means if it loses, people will be bitching at me early. But let's take a look. What do we have? Right, this under at plus 102 on FanDuel under pitcher props. We're getting plus 102. Every other sportsbook has the under favored, right? So all these other books, like following a top-down betting approach, just means like using the market to your advantage, kind of like following the data in the market. DraftKings, all these other books are opening his under as the favorite outcome, and we're getting plus money, plus 102, underdog odds, so that seems pretty good. So maybe we'll lock in that, and, you know, I don't know. We'll see how much FanDuel gives me on it. But if you want to get it in quickly. And then should we go over to PrizePicks? What do people think? Should we go to fucking PrizePicks next? The play I gave out on FanDuel, you know, today, it did end up hitting. But anyways, like, yeah, I don't know why FanDuel is so janky, but you'll see it on my Pickit. Pickit is the bet tracker I use. It just kind of like reads in all your bets, stuff like that. I already have a couple plays on FanDuel open for tomorrow. But let's do a PrizePicks slip. If people aren't opposed, people want PrizePicks. Anyone have thoughts? PrizePicks, or what? Dabble, there was some value on Dabble. Given MLB, Fliff. Dabble value decent right now. Okay, so I guess we'll have to look at Dabble here in a sec. But maybe let's start out with PrizePicks. I mean, let's do the most popular book that people always seem to want. So there's some good value on FanDuel popping up. I already gave out one slip on, you know, on PrizePicks for today, but we can build another because why the fuck not? So the first play, I mean, these are scary. Like, I mean, they're actually terrifying. Caleb Martin's assist line is 2.5. What do people think about Caleb Martin assists for tomorrow? I don't know how much playing time he'll get. Obviously, it's an important game. But you can see here, like from a value perspective, it checks out. You know, PrizePicks, I always say this, but like PrizePicks has thousands of lines up. Thousands. You're trying to zone in on like where are the few plays that actually have an edge. You don't need a bet on every player on every game. Damn, they have WNBA season long props up. But right, we're just trying to be like, okay, where are the 5 best plays that actually have an edge and value in the market? In PrizePicks, they give us the same payout if you're new to PrizePicks, if you take Martin's over or his under. So what you want to do is compare to sports books, compare to the market. All the books have his under heavily favored. What do people think about Martin's under? Anyone have thoughts? I'm looking at the chat. He not getting 3. Yeah, so people like it. Okay. So can we do Dabble? Yeah, we'll do Dabble in a sec. But anyways, let's build this PrizePicks slip quick. So we got Caleb Martin under 2.5 assists. And again, it may not be the first prop that comes to mind for tomorrow when you think about like, you know, maybe we should bet Trey, whatever. But that's the play with value. So there's some plays I already gave out on Twitter. I mean, I don't know. People may kill me for this play, but there's... I mean, like I was looking at this a bit earlier. I ended up going with a different prop for Kobe White, but Kobe White rebounds. I mean, I'm honestly a little surprised. This motherfucker hasn't grabbed 5 boards in any of his last 5 games, but it checks out from a value perspective I don't know. We can kind of think about it for a sec. There's also like DeRozan turnovers. Someone actually mentioned this, and this is a good point, so maybe we do this. You know, on PrizePicks, you can get a little bit clever because they have fixed payouts. They don't price in correlation. Is DeJounte Murray steals plus blocks. This is a good play, has value. You know, all the things we want. All the books have his under heavily favored. And you can also see there's a touch of value on Kobe White under 2.5 turnovers. So I know I already gave out 2 of these picks on Twitter if you follow me on Twitter, but these plays they pair kind of nicely together, right? Like DeJounte Murray steals, Kobe White under and turnovers. Hopefully Kobe White doesn't have turnovers, which means DeJounte Murray's probably not getting steals. Granted, it's steals plus blocks, but you get the point. Sometimes if you can find plays with value that are a little bit correlated, that works out. So I'm fine with that. And I've said this before, but there's already bets showing up for Saturday, but I feel like people are going to fucking kill me if I start dropping too many plays for Saturday. So what we should do is let's take a look here. We have Demho under 27.5. So there's some esports value. You know, I don't know. Obviously, I don't think many people are going to be up at 5:30 a.m. to watch this esports game, but this play does have pretty solid value. PrizePicks has his line at 27.5. Again, not saying this is the only strategy that works. It works for me. Is all these books set different lines, so you treat every book as a data point. Hot Streak has him at 24.5. Even if you don't use Hot Streak, you get the sense okay, PrizePicks has their line too high. So let's take that under. And then, man, we got player headshots showing up. It's always fucking crazy, man, the stuff we're betting on, but sometimes the values in these more niche markets, whatever, all the live stream plays, again, are tracked in the sheet. So we got a headshot play, 12.5. Rest of the market has them at 14 or 14.5. I mean, checks out. There's so much esports. It's actually insane how many esports games there are. This motherfucker, Jerry, has a doubleheader. These guys go hard. But his headshot line too low relative to the rest of the market. You could even middle bet it if you want to. I'm not saying it's sexy. But what you could do is you could head over to Hot Streak or Underdog, and you could take him under 14. So where is this guy? So you could go here and you could take him under 14 over 12.5. If he has 13 or 14, you'll win, or at least push both plays. But anyways, let's shut the fuck up and let's just try to lock in some bets. So PrizePicks has me on these poverty betting limits, as you can see right here. But whatever, it's obviously a popular book. So let's just lock it in, and then we can move on to another book, or we could hit another PrizePicks slot. Here's the play. Always take 80 rebounds. He went over 13 today. That sounds like maybe a strategy. I don't know. But anyways, let me put this link in the chat before. And did this work? Yeah, okay. So the link should be in the chat if you want to tail. I'll remember to add this to the live stream sheet in a bit. After I start streaming. You guys think the Heat are winning tomorrow? Is Jimmy Butler gonna... Bro, I feel like they're not even gonna... Dude, if they don't make the playoffs, that's gonna be fucking hilarious. Jimmy Butler. But, what we can do is we can see there's some value on Underdog. I mean, I've said this, but sometimes Underdog, they bump things pretty quick. But we can try to get it in a play because Underdog started to post PGA lines, golf. And there's actually a lot of value. So if you like golf, I mean, I don't even know if PrizePicks has lines posted for the PGA yet. They do. But they're a little more dialed in than Underdog. You can see some stroke discrepancy, stuff like that. And Underdog, they just seem to post lines later this afternoon. And there's still a lot of good value. So we have Tommy Fleetwood over 16 strokes. And let's just, build a slip quick on Underdog if we're able to. And if we're not able to, because they end up bumping it, I'm not going to be too happy, man. But let's see what we got. And let's put in PrizePicks, FanDuel, Oh, fuck. So I locked in that Dunning play, so I got to remember to add that in. But, anyways, if you want it, FanDuel gave me a max of $50 on it. So if you use FanDuel, you know, not a bad play to lock in for tomorrow. Still waiting on it to show up, but anyways, what do we want to do? I did bet this, right? Yeah, plus 102. Okay, I got it in. So you'll see it on my Pickett. Again, if you don't use Pickett, you can see my bet right here on Dane Dunning. But it's just like a bet tracker, you know, tracks all your bets. Reads them in from the sports books and kind of shows you your profit and loss. So, I don't know. It's a pretty cool app to have and kind of keeps you accountable, you know, if you're making money or losing money. But let's build an underdog slip. So we got Fleetwood over 68 strokes. I mean, I know everyone wants NBA plays. Kyle Schwarber is an absolute ass. So, honestly, I wouldn't mind fading him. But we have some esports value, so let's maybe take a look at that first. And then, you know, we also... Maxi points plus assists. I mean, I kind of like it. So, Maxi points plus assists, I mean, maybe a little bit of value. But what I think... Fading Mike Trout under 1.5 bases. I mean, Mike Trout's been fucking hot, but let's see. Let's just find one final pick that we want to go with. Someone was saying look for tennis picks. Yeah, so let's see if we can find any tennis in this motherfucker. Some of these games are early. So, like, you can see right here, Nicholas Jerry. Again, I'm not saying it's like, you know... I'm not saying you're going to watch it, but hopefully we wake up to a win. You can see the market, the books, have his over heavily favored. And again, like, you know, everything is priced into these odds. Lineups, injuries, weather, sharp action. Where are profitable customers betting? Like, you can see the books have kind of like moved his line towards the over. But this is what I'm going to lock in if you want to lock it in. So we got 3 overs. And these motherfuckers already locked Fleetwood, bro. On the bright side, there's also solid value on Pat. So over 68 strokes, like there's a lot of golf value. So some people will be like, oh, why don't you include multiple golf plays in the same slip? But you'll see Underdog, they start to add in these payout shifts. So usually, like you can see right here, the 4-pick entry pays, dude, they already locked the tennis play. Was anyone able to get it in? I mean, I feel like they move things. But anyways, like on Underdog, usually 3-pick entries pay 6x, right? So you're betting 100 to win 600, and some of the lines already moved. You're usually betting 100 to win 600, but if you include, you know, 2 PGA players, both to go over in strokes, they reduce it to 552. So you don't want to do that because they just like are reducing your payout pretty drastically, which is fucking annoying, but, you know, that's just kind of how it is. Anyways, let's see if there's anything else that we're attracted to. Riding some dudes for tomorrow. So let's check out our boy Avid. So, again, dude, these esports guys, they have so many games. It's actually insane, but you can see the bigger discrepancies in the first game, under 29. So if we want to, I mean, again, like there's kind of better value on PrizePicks and they're bumping a lot of this shit, but hopefully we can, you know, at least find one little slip we can build in that we can go with before they bump anything else. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting in an underdog play. So we have Schwarber under 2. Well, let's get another golf play in. Dude, so they're just like moving all the golf lines as I fucking talk about them. So we have Clark over 68 strokes. So we could go crazy here. And another option is, let's see if PrizePicks, where does PrizePicks have this golf line? So they also have his line at 5, birdies are better, but like even something like this, a little, bro, they're fucking bumping everything. It's actually insane. But anyways, like something like this would work, but again, I just feel like they're gonna fucking bump it. But so we got this play on Dane Dunning, so let me hide it. That play had solid value. There's some like player bases, whatever, showing up for tomorrow. Some people are saying look at Dabble, so we can look at Dabble. And maybe we'll find something. Let's take a look. So I got it filtered in. I mean, I don't really see a lot of value on Dabble. People saying there's value on Dabble, I don't really see anything. But if you wanted to lock in a slip, I mean, again, it's not like the craziest value in the world, but hey, fuck it, whatever, we can lock it in. So this is an Underdog 3-pick. And then we got Dunning. And, you know, it's always good to use a bunch of these different books because, you know, sometimes PrizePicks has more value and they bump things a little slower. Sometimes it's Underdog. So one play I was not expecting to look at for today, but, you know, we have Highsmith over half of a 3. So he's gone over, I think, 3 out of the past 5 games. Obviously, every game's different, whatever, his minutes, all that type of stuff. And it's already priced into the market. But you can see all the books have his over heavily favored. So what we could do is try to build another PrizePick slip because that seems to be the book with pretty solid value right now. We already locked in these esports plays, so it's like, okay, we got anything new? You know, like, again, like, this play seems to be the highest value, the biggest, you know, discrepancy. But... and let's just make sure, so I like to make sure I got my directions correct. Sometimes you fat finger it. But anyways, what we could do is create like a different variation. You know, Kobe White rebounds. Do people like it? People don't like it. Kobe White over 4.5 rebounds. Yes, PrizePicks. Anyone have a link? Highsmith is going over, no Rozier. There we go. So people fucking like my pick. Anyway, someone's asking for the PrizePicks link to the previous slips. Let me just put it back in the chat for anyone who didn't get it the first time. Check Jock Market. Underdog is not even worth it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Underdog's a good book. I'm pretty sure they move things because of volume. Like, I think when a bunch of people place the same bet at the same time, they move it quick. Which is why doing them on stream sometimes is hard. Like, you can see they have his strokes. They have his strokes locked, but, you know, again, like, they're just fucking assholes, man. I don't know what to tell you. But, I mean, this play's kind of sexy, too, for all the FanDuel people. We got the Yurfie and Rockies Phillies. So, again, like, you know, it's not always the bets you expect. And you can always skip over a play. Like, a lot of people are like, you know, why do you only follow the data? And it's like, well, you know, I don't think I can just randomly bet on sports with my gut and make money. That's what 99% of people do, and they all fucking lose money for the most part. Almost everybody. So finding value is important. Like getting minus 115 versus plus 108. It makes a big difference long term if you're finding value or not. But anyways, the Yurfie seems pretty solid on FanDuel. I mean, you can see right here, they're giving plus 108, plus money. No other book is even giving plus money. A lot of these books have it as a coin flip. Like if you look at DraftKings, Fanatics, like a lot of these books, they have the same odds. Let me just lock this in quick. A lot of these books have the same odds on the over and the under, which basically means like DraftKings are giving you the same odds on the over and the under. So they're basically telling you, hey, we think both outcomes are 50-50. It's always going to go over or under. So they're saying we think it's a coin flip. The odds are the same for both. So we think the over's 50%, the under's 50%. But we're getting plus money. We're betting 100 to win 108. So where is this shit, bro? Dude, why do MLB games start so early? It's actually crazy. But anyways, we already got this play on Dunning. Cool. So let's lock in this Yurfie prop. Again, it's just under innings on FanDuel. If you want to lock it in, you'll see it on my picket. I try to spread the love, do a bunch of different books. They're limiting me to $92. So, okay, we can lock that in. So Yurfie on FanDuel Phillies. And I'll remember to add that to the tracking sheet. But, like, you're getting plus 108 on a coin flip. It's essentially like if I was like, yo, want to flip a coin. If it shows up heads, I'll give you $108. If it shows up tails, you give me $100. You'd be like, well, that's a no-brainer. The coin's 50-50, and I'm getting $108 when I win, and I'm only losing $100 when I lose. So, like, this is a no-brainer. In my opinion, lock it the fuck in. I can guarantee you if you check the odds in like 20 minutes, that shit's going to be bumped. These asshole books, I mean, they bump the good plays. But people like this Highsmith play. What do people think about Kobe White rebounds? Over 4.5 rebounds. Or fading Corey Seager. Who's pitching for the fucking Tigers tomorrow? So they got a stud on the mound and Screwball. What do people think? Kobe White rebounds. Do we ride Kobe White? Me, after getting limited on all sports books, the line at 11.5. Alex, how many lines before the stream? Unfortunately, 0, man. Riding some dudes for tomorrow, that's exactly what we're doing. Can we get single bets? I just gave you a single bet. Hit the fucking Yurfie in Phillies, Rockies on FanDuel. I don't know if the game's in Colorado. Obviously, it makes a big difference. But we got in a PrizePicks play. We got in a couple FanDuel bets. I don't know if you guys got in the underdog play because, again, they bump things. They bump things really quickly, but I got in an underdog play. I saw some of the other ones moving, but let's build a PrizePicks slip. And maybe, if we're lucky, we'll find some tennis and shit like that as well. So here you can see my Yurfie bet. 92 to win 99.36. So, you know, I don't know, man. I don't really want to place a bunch of bets for Saturday. It's just kind of far. I mean, there's some decent value, but like Grayson Allen steals plus blocks. I've never seen a guy who looks so old and so young at the same time. I mean, I swear to God, I could convince my mom he was 56 or 16. But let's see what we have here in tennis for tomorrow, because that would be awesome if we could find some tennis plays. And we do. I mean, we have a little bit of value. So the first play is, again, you don't oftentimes have a lot of books posting tennis lines, especially for like these alternate lines if PrizePicks has a discrepancy. But if you look right here, like, okay, most books have the line at 22.5 games with the under favored. PrizePicks has the line at 23. Pinnacle is one of the few sports books that posts alternate lines on tennis. So if you take a look right here, where the fuck are you, baby boy? So this is what we want to be on, the under. And it starts in 2 hours. But, you know, most of these books have the line at 22.5 with the under favored. Pinnacle is one of the only books, and it's known to be a pretty sharp book, especially for tennis, soccer, stuff like that. They have the line at 23. They have alternate lines, so you can see they post like different fucking lines on the game. And they have the under heavily favored. So this play actually seems really solid. Really tight market too, only, you know, pretty tight market. But that we're good with, so that can make our fourth pick. I still didn't get an answer on Kobe White. Do people like Kobe White, bro? Kobe White rebounds, are we taking this or are we not taking this? Because I got 3 picks. People like the Highsmith play, it seems like. Crowd consensus. And again, like, there was also this Murray prop, but we're already on it. So, like, I don't just want to talk about the same picks. Ideally, we can get some diversification. And again, like, there is some esports value, so it's kind of like, you know, maybe we'll find some esports, shit like that. And again, like, I take my gut out of sports betting. I love watching sports. I do have some opinions on games. There's plays I'll skip over from time to time, even if the data lines up. As shocking as that is. But you can see here, the second game, over 27.5. Rest of the market has them higher. Again, like, some people will be like, oh, what if the sharps are on the under? Well, books would have moved their line. Like, it gets priced into the market. But, DeRozan over 2.5 turnovers. Mobley under 1.5 blocks. It's like, bro, honestly, fuck it. I mean, dude, Mobley has killed me on these block props this season. This motherfucking asshole, bro. But, Yeah, this is the game I bet on his under. This is the game I bet on his over, I feel like. But obviously the game's not till Saturday. Some people may not want picks, for Saturday, but we can build a 5 flex, which seems fun. So we also have Wagner steals plus blocks. Books have his under favored. That checks out. I mean, what do people think? Obviously a little annoying, fair. I get it. You can include twist if you want an esports play. If you don't want an esports play, take it out. If you don't want plays till Saturday, I don't know what to tell you. Take like DeRozan turnovers or something. But people like Kobe White rebounds. Am I late for Dabble? And Jesus, fell on his face and prayed, Matthew 26:39. Yo, bro. J-Max J, give us a fucking answer on Kobe White. Kids don't do drugs unless you want to look like Kobe White. IDK if I'm feeling Kobe White. People don't like the Kobe White play. We'll take it out. People say I don't read the chat. I read the chat from time to time. So if people don't like Kobe White, we can just take it out and run a 5 flex. Chris Middleton over 32.5 PRAs. For example, I don't love that. I don't really love that. But what I do like is a full fade slip. What do people think about fading Banchero game 1 under 5.5 assists? Books have his under heavily favored. Chris Middleton over 32.5 PRAs. I don't really know if I see that. Karl Anthony Towns over half of a steal. So let's get rid of the Banchero play. I don't love that. But Karl Anthony Towns over half of a steal. He hasn't had a steal in the last 4 games, but again, every game's fucking different. You don't want to just look at what's happened recently. Karis LeVert under 8.5 RAs. Kawhi steals plus blocks. I mean, sometimes it's like if there's a bunch of plays with value, it's a little bit, Kawhi steals plus blocks. What do people think about playoff Kawhi? Anyways, I'm wasting your guys' time. Like, if you like any of those picks, run it. PrizePicks has me on shit betting limits, so I'm not going to think about this too much. And let's just lock in our second PrizePick slip. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Whoops. So let's get rid of this. I didn't want to take the Kawhi play. So let's just get rid of the Kawhi play. I mean, I just prefer, let's run a 5 flex. 5 and 6 pick flex are the best types of slips on PrizePicks. But let me put this shit in the chat. For anyone who wants to tail, good luck if you tail. So, we got PrizePicks number 2. I'll remember to add that to the live stream sheet. But what do I want to do? Let me put this in the chat. Listing the wrong game. Fuck, never mind. Don't tail it yet. I took the wrong game. Anyways, we want the over 27.5. Again, like you can see, there's a 27, there's a 27.5. He has 2 games tomorrow. The better discrepancy is on his second game. So that's the play we want to be on. And I'm pretty sure now I got it correct. Twist over 27.5. Yep, okay, so we're dialed. Underdog, please. We just did an underdog play. The issue is underdog, I don't know. They fucking bump things quick. But we have PrizePicks number 2. So now let me put this link in the chat before anything gets bumped. Alex, are you on coke again? Bro, come on. Come on, bro. Anyways, anything on better? Let's see better. Dabble. A little bit of value. I don't know if it's worth talking about. Jock market, there's some value, but I don't know. I can't get in. Again, ideally, you use all these books. I don't talk about Jock Market a ton on these streams because it's not popular and I don't have any money in it right now because I thought they were going out of business, but turns out they're not going out of business. But you can see they have good value on Tobias Harris for tomorrow. Points plus rebounds, 20.5. Every other book, 21.5. Most of the sports books have his over favored. Better, someone was asking about. Nope, nothing on better right now. Underdog, it's a lot of the same golf shit. FanDuel has a lot of value. And then PrizePicks, it seems like we got in most of the good plays. In the 3 slips I gave out, again, if you don't like any of the picks, skip them the fuck over. But I'm going to call it a day. I'll be streaming tomorrow. Let's fucking go Hawks. And let's go Heat. Nah, I don't know. Actually, fuck the Heat. Let's go 76ers. And then I hope the 76ers lose. But anyways, have a great night, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And, yeah, see ya.